What's up, fam? Welcome back to the Steep Stuff Podcast. I'm your host, James Lariello, bringing you a pre-Speedgoat 50K interview, this time with Mr. Scott Klingonsmith, young gun from the Wasatch. Big fan of Scott's. I first got to meet him last year at Cirque Series Alta, where he's had some great finishes at a bunch of the Cirque Series races and the Wasatch. And on top of that, this past year, Scott has got himself a top 20 finish at the U.S. Mountain Running Championship at the Sunapee Scramble. Really fun to catch up with Scott, talk to him about why he's so excited about the Speedgoat race, why, basically his whys, get to know, his interests, what he wants to do with this race, and just how he plans to assert himself into the race from early on, and how he thinks he's going to have some success. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. I always love giving the microphone to the young guns. You guys know me with this. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Buckle up. Here we go. Scott Klingonsmith.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Scott Klingonsmith. Did I get it right?
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, shit. Scott Klingonsmith. Welcome to the Steep Stuff Podcast. How are you, my friend?
Dude, I'm doing well. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, dude, I'm stoked to have you, man. You're running a pretty big little race this weekend. I'm sure you're super excited for it. So I'm excited to have you on to chat about it and talk all things Speedgoat and kind of see where, how your season's going, how's health is going, how training's going, and just kind of catch up with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So before we get started, maybe give me the 5-minute elevator pitch for the audience on who Scotty is.
Alrighty. Well, I'm 20 years old. I live in Provo, Utah right now. And my focus right now is just a lot of sub ultra events, but I decided to get back get back into the ultra scene and dip my toes back into the 50K distance. And so that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend at Speedgoat 50K. So pretty stoked about it. And I've had a really good training block leading up to it and had a great coach kind of showing me the ropes. So yeah, I'm super stoked for this weekend.
Oh, it's exciting, man. Now you've run a couple distance, like you've over 50K. You've run a 55K from what I saw in Ultra Sign Up, and you ran a 50 miler as well. Are those the only two that I saw?
Yeah, those are the only two. I did, that 55K about 2 years ago, and then the 50 miler just like 2 months after that. So I was kind of, when I was first getting into trail running, thinking, okay, maybe I'll just go right into the ultra scene. But then after those, like I enjoyed them, but I kind of wanted to use my speed in the shorter stuff. So that's when I kind of went into the sub ultra.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like these types of races, like specifically like Speedgoat. It's advertises 50K, but it runs like a 50 mile just because it's such a long race, right? Like I think if I remember right, after looking at your 50 mile time, it was like 6 hours and change or something like that. Like you flew through that race. So that'll be probably closer to like what your Speedgoat in range, like with a 50K race with like 11,000 feet of climbing. So it'll be similar to that, which is kind of crazy to think. I noticed on Strava you've been getting on the course a little bit. You've been exploring. I mean, you live in Provo, so the course is not necessarily right in your backyard, but it's not far away. You're able to kind of get on up there and kind of train in the valley. What have you thought of the course so far? I know you've run some of the Cirque Series races as well, kind of on that course and around that course. So it's probably just kind of like second nature to you, right?
Yeah. I think I maybe have like a little bit of an advantage going into Speedgoat just because, I've run some of the Cirque Series that are on parts of the course, go up to some of the peaks. And I did a long run. I think it was like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. That took me on like the back loop that dips down into AF Canyon and then goes back up. And yeah, if I was running on the right trails, which I'm pretty sure I was, that are going to be on the course, yeah, some of them are pretty rocky, so it'll definitely be kind of a chunky section on the back half. But I think having run it and knowing what to expect, I'm feeling pretty prepared. So I think it should be good.
I think that's really smart of you. It's actually a note that I had made. Like, I kind of stalked your Strava before going into this conversation and saw that you kind of specifically ran that back end. And I know just from talking to others that have run I've actually personally never run the course, like did run the entirety of the course. I've been on sections of it at like Cirque Series races. But one of the things I've heard from people is that the back end kind of has given people problems before. So to kind of see that on the other side, and I think that's probably pretty smart to at least know what you're getting into.
Yeah, because one of my buddies, he yeah, I was talking to him. I was like, hey, because I'm pretty sure he had run Speedgoat a couple of years back, and I was talking about the course, just asking for some tips, and he's like, yeah, this little back loop is can be pretty rocky and kind of ruin a lot of people's races. And so yeah, he sent over this course GPX for me to download on my watch, and he's like, you should get this running before you race. And so yeah, that's what I did. And yeah, so it'll definitely be gnarly that last little loop, but it should be good. So
I'm excited for you to take a stab at this race. Like, you texted me months and months ago and you're like, dude, I'm thinking about doing the 50K. I was like, oh, that's a rough race, dude. I was like, go win the 28K or go podium at the 28K and then use that one like to like build up your career and continue to go. And you're like, nope, I think I'm going to do the 50K. I'm proud of you for going to do it, man. I think that there's a lot of opportunity there, to have a good race. I think that, and we can cut into Sunapee because we'll talk about that, where you had a pretty good race yourself at Sunapee a few months ago. I'm sure the confidence from Sunapee probably shows that you can hang with some of the best in the country. Would you agree with that?
yeah, I mean, I think still being so young, there's definitely parts of me that are like, okay, I could probably stick with a good majority of some of the top guys, but maybe those very, very top guys, maybe it might be a little bit more difficult. But I was looking at David Sinclair's Speedgoat course record, I think 2 years ago. And I was looking at his splits, and I was like, okay, based off my training over the past 2 months, I can run pretty much all of these splits. It's just how the legs are going to hold up and how the fueling is going to go. So I think based off my training, I think I have a pretty good shot at sticking with the top guys in this race and just putting myself out there for a pretty good performance.
I think it's a smart way to go. What's your strategy? Are you going to obviously go out with the lead pack? Are you going to kind of just keep them in sight, or are you going to assert yourself into the race right away?
Yeah, I don't think I'll assert myself into the race right away, but I think I want to be hanging around probably the top 10 group of guys. Because I know pretty much the first 10 miles are all climbing. And then you get like this 5-6 mile descent. And so I think knowing that I'm a pretty good descender, I'll probably try and make some moves there. And then, just see what my legs have going back up towards Snowbird on that loop. So yeah, I think I'll just kind of play it conservative, test out the water, see what the field is like on the first 10-mile climb, and then just kind of go from there.
Nice. What have you got any, like, I know Christian or are friends with, have you got any like feedback from him on how to run the race, or like any tips and tricks, or have you talked to others besides your friend that like have run the race before, maybe at the front of the race, that can give you, some insight on like, how to have been prepared and just kind of, tips and tricks for race day?
Yeah. Actually, I did DM Christian about it because I knew he had run the 50K. And so I asked him a few months back, or I think maybe it was right after I signed up. I was like, what are some of, the go-to tips and tricks for Speedgoat? Because I know it's one of the gnarliest 50Ks in the US. And he was like, really? You just have to prepare your legs for just a bunch of up and down. Like, because it's just relentless. It's, you do a big climb, little descent, big climb, big descent, just all these ups and downs. And so, yeah, he just told me to train a lot of vert and just, yeah, go to a peak, go down, go to another peak, go down. So that's kind of what I got from him. And yeah, I've been talking to my coach about it too, and she's had me on a really good training plan that I feel has built my legs to be pretty suited for this race. So yeah, I feel really prepared and I'm really excited.
Yeah. Dude, your workouts have looked good too, man. I saw you on the track a couple days ago, like doing your thing, and like that workout. I mean, just like some of the workouts that you've done, like you kept obviously the speed is in your legs, so that's not the issue. It's just a matter of just, I guess, having the durability.
Yeah.
How has it been working with a coach? Is that kind of rolled over from like college, where obviously in college, like you work with a coach, you do that whole thing. Is this just more of a continuation of that, or like what are your thoughts so far being coached?
Yeah. I mean, I love my coach. Yeah, Emily Schmitz. Yeah, she's a runner for Hoka. She is just awesome. Yeah, she really listens to my concerns whenever I have something come up with my body, or if I have like a little injury here or there. But yeah, it's just helped me a lot to be more structured with my training. Whereas when I didn't have a coach, I was just kind of going out and just running kind of without a plan. And I mean, as much fun as that was, kind of just being able to have that freedom and do whatever I want, it's a lot nicer to um, know that like I'm gaining a lot more fitness gains from having a coach and a structured training plan. So yeah, I'd much rather have a coach than not have a coach looking back. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really nice to have her.
It helps a ton. Let's talk nutrition for race day. Like, what have you been? I'm sure, especially for like a 6 or 7 hour, somewhere, I guess, what, 5 to 7 hour race. Like, what have you been doing for nutrition to prepare yourself? Like, lots of gels, liquid calories. Like, what are you doing for that?
Yeah, it's funny because I've been trying to get myself to like gels, and I've used them in the past for races, but it's not necessarily a taste thing, it's just a texture, and I just hate gels, and so I've been resorting to liquid calories and liquid carbs. So I've been doing tailwinds, like 90 grams of carbs, like their drink mix thing. And so I've been able to stomach 90 grams of carbs an hour, like pretty comfortably. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Well, that is what I'm going to do on race day, as well as, um, yeah, as well as I think I have like one 190-gram precision fuel gel pack thing that I'll probably sip on. So that's my plan regarding nutrition.
I got to ask this about the tail one just because it always drives me crazy in these long races when you got to like bring the packets with you, rip the top off, put it in the thing. Like, are you going to have like bottles already ready to go that you can just grab at aid stations? Or like, are you going to play that game where you get the pack, you got to rip it off, you got to do like, what's the plan there? This is why I
Right.
hate ultras. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I mean, my plan actually is to carry all, I think, because I have my bottles next to me. I think I'll be carrying five with me, five 500 milliliters water bottles, and they're all just gonna come with, yeah, they're all gonna be all ready to go, all mixed up with the stuff. And I'm just gonna be having three in my belt and then two in my hands because I've been doing a lot of running with like flasks in my hands and it doesn't bother me and it makes it so I don't forget to actually take my carbs. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, so I won't have anything that I'll need to pick up from aid stations. I can just kind of run through unless I need to stop for something. So yeah.
Wow, that answers my next question. So no vest, we're going belts. There's some like required gear for this race. Do you like have that already figured out, like with the belt as well, or like what are you kind of going through there?
Yeah, I know. I need to probably double check that mandatory gear list just to make sure I'm good to go out on the race course. But yeah, it would be very nice if I could just fit everything into my belt because I have been practicing running with a vest and it works well for me, but it just feels like it slows me down, which I don't like. And so just having a belt makes me feel a lot lighter and quicker. But yeah, I'll have to check that gear list to make sure that I have
Honestly,
all the gear needed.
I'm totally just fucking with you, dude. Like I honestly just wanted to see your face. Like so the only required gear is a phone and like a
Oh,
compass, I
okay.
think. So I just wanted to see your face.
Yeah, I was getting nervous for a second. I was like, "Oh man, do I have to bring like a heated blanket or something? Like, what's going on here?"
Or pants or some shit like that. You're totally fine. At least that's what I read.
Oh
I think
boy.
I got it over here. It's phone, collapsible cup, and then a water supply of a liter, which I think you've checked all those boxes. What kind of belt do you use that could fit 3 giant bottles in there and like not bounce or like fall apart? Like, are you using the Raid belt? Like, what are you rocking?
No, it's just one of those naked belts. It can fit all three of my Solomon 500 milliliter flasks. So yeah, it's been really comfortable, and yeah, I think it should work pretty well.
Nice, nice. You checked the weather for race day? Is it supposed to be pretty toasty or?
I did check the weather. I just looked up the weather for Snowbird, and last time I checked, which was a couple of days ago, so it might have changed. I have no idea. But last time I checked, I think it said the high was like 71 and partly cloudy. So it shouldn't be too toasty, but obviously
Yeah.
being out there for that long and with the sun shining down, you're gonna feel a lot hotter than just, 71 degrees outside. So
Yeah, you get cooked in the canyon, man. Like I can remember, like I think it was Cirque Series Alta was the last time I was out there, and yeah, it gets toasty. Like even early in the morning, it gets toasty with it's a little bit of humidity, but like as soon as the sun hits you, it's like ooh, yeah. So that'll be fun. Are you excited? Are you pumped for this one? This is a big deal. This is like a next step in your career, or is it all business for you?
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm more excited because I know there's gonna be like 5 to 10 just really strong runners in this race. So I think I'm more just excited to see if I can hang with them, see if I can put myself out there and see what type of result that can draw. Um, but yeah, I mean, obviously, I've been thinking to myself about this a lot, whether I want to try and go for, fast time or just play strategic and just kind of sit behind the leaders until I can make a pass. But yeah, I think I'm just kind of going in this with an open mind and just gonna enjoy it and just enjoy running in the beautiful UNS. So it's gonna be fun.
Oh, for sure, for sure, dude. One thing I want to get on before I let you go is Sunapee. You had a great top 20 performance there. Are you confident coming off that? Like, were you excited like with that result? Like, obviously there was a lot of unknowns, going into a race like that. It's super stacked. There's tons of people that are vying for those top positions. Like, what was your, how did you come back from that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my goal actually going into the race was to get top 20 just because I knew there were going to be tons of just really, really just good runners. And so, yeah, coming away with 19th, I was pretty stoked about it. And yeah, I finished right behind one of my friends who coached me for a hot sec last year when I went to the youth world running or the youth skyrunning world champs. And so it was fun to race against him. And then, yeah, after that, place behind, yeah, some of the best US trail runners. So, yeah, I was really excited about that. And I think, yeah, a lot of confidence has been drawn from that as well, just because I know if I just keep going with this momentum at such a young age that I can make big gains throughout, mid 20s. So yeah, no, it's an exciting time for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just find it really cool because, Hayden Hawks, like his first big race that he won was Speedgoat. Christian Allen, his first big race that he won was Speedgoat. So like, we're just waiting for that next like Wasatch guy to come out and go, I guess, Utah guy to come out and I guess win Speedgoat and, kind of start their career. And I feel like, it's got to be you, Hawk Call, like somebody has got to go do it. So it's going to be exciting to see like where things take you. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Awesome, buddy. Well, wishing you the best of luck. Get after it. Have a great race day. Have a safe race. Have a fun one. And hopefully we'll be chatting afterwards.
Sweet, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
No problem, Scott. Awesome, man. Listen up, guys. The Steep Stuff podcast is brought to you by Ultimate Direction USA. Guys, I am so excited. UD just dropped their new Race Vest 6-liter and Ultra Vest 12-liter in 2 beautiful aesthetic colors. You guys got to check these new vests out. They're dynamic in ways like that you just have never seen from an Ultimate Direction vest. Very stretchy, lots of storage, beautiful aesthetic colorways coming to you in a new, like a white and blue and an onyx and green. Just absolutely beautiful vests. I think these ones are just like some of the best products we've ever dropped, and I'm so excited for you guys to try them out. Hop on ultimatedirection.com and use code SteepStuffPod. Again, that's SteepStuffPod for 25% off your new vest. I mean, they're already affordably priced, but 25% off is just going to make it so much more affordable for folks in an already increasingly expensive trail running environment. So hop on ultimatedirection.com, get yourself a new vest, a pack, or any hydration solution, and let me know what you guys think.